So glad you're tuned to Talk Erie and the Joel Natale Show, live from our Kingdom Financial Group studio here. And I want to welcome in John Groh. He is the Mill Creek auditor and the producer of Laughter in the Limelight. It's coming up March 19th, 7 o'clock at Kellers, a modern magic and comedy club. John, good to see you.
Good to see you, Joel. Thank you for having me on the air with you. It's a pleasure being here, and I thank you for helping to promote the show.
You got it. This is quite the show. Tell us a little bit about its origin story. You said it's been around 10 years or so, right?
We're in our 10th year, and I love comedy, like I think most everybody here in Erie does. I mean, we have a comedy club. I think we like it. We support it, you know. But I like the politics, too, of course. You know, at times I like politics, okay? And, you know, the White House Correspondents' Dinner, it kind of gave me an idea. You know, I think at the time when those were a lot more fun, I'm not sure they're much fun now. I don't want to get off on that topic.
They're very cringy now.
Very cringy now. But they used to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I think it would be neat if we had something like this here. The only thing is you don't need the tuxedos or the evening gowns. You know, you wear jeans and a T-shirt if you want, you know. But anyway, what I want to do is make sure that we're raising money for the local charities. And, of course, this one benefits the Upper Room. And as we know, that's a homeless shelter. And near and dear to my heart, all homeless shelters. Little side note, I serve on the board of directors at St. Patrick's Haven, which is also a homeless shelter. So they do have a part in my heart there, and I want to help them out as much as possible. So anyway, when I got this idea to do the show, Dave Litz was the owner of Juniors at the time. And I had been working down there as an MC, you know, like monthly. I would, you know, MC. Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it, you know, and truly still do, you know, if I could do it again. But I said, Dave, I'm looking at doing a show, producing a show. And in Dave's style, he says, well, you know, I said, what do you think? And he says, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm thinking, what an answer. Come on, Dave, give me something stronger than that. And so he gave me some pointers and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
And we actually, that first show, like many of the shows, have been oversold. Okay. But we've learned to calm that down there because they're, you know, got to make sure you have proper seating and that's not overcrowded and stuff.
Oh, I see. So the demand for tickets is huge.
It is huge there, and don't let that deter anybody from getting tickets for this.
But jump on it early.
You're right, yeah. They're online now. Actually, at that time, I used to sell the tickets personally, you know. Wow. But now it's online. You buy them right from the club itself. And so this year, as I said, the Upper Room. And so the show is made up of reporters, those people that are in media, whether they're a reporter or station manager. Pam Forsythe was in the show a couple years ago, and she was station manager at Erie News Now. So it changes, you know. Whoever has the courage to get up on stage, you know, that's really what it comes down to. So whoever I can hook into doing it, you know, that's who that's going to do it. This year, I got a great
lineup. I was going to say. Yeah.
Let me read off the lineup here for you. And starting with this is not the regular order. I'm not sure what order I'm going to have these in yet. Okay, but Chris Soule, he is the sports director with Erie News Now. Nice
kind
young
of a newer guy.
He is. He's been there less than a year now.
Okay.
And I called him and I said, Chris, would you be in the show? And he said, yeah, right away. And you know, someone had told me that he's funny, and I said, I was told by one of your coworkers that you're funny. You want to be in a show? He says, yeah, I'll be in it. Wow, that's good.
Fantastic.
Deanna Poole from Action News 24. Same thing with her. I asked her. I said, would you be in the show? She says, yeah, I'll be in it. I was like, wow, this is good, because the other times you have to beg and crawl, and you know it's sad when I have to do that. You know, Jade Leah Burns was going to be in the show, but she has a scheduling conflict. Okay. But now we've got Sean Lafferty.
Oh, fantastic!
And Sean,
you're going to the well on that one.
Oh, yes, we are. Sean Lafferty was in the show a couple years ago, and hilarious.
Yeah, and his reputation, he's just hilarious.
He is,
exactly.
And you know that's great. You know, and I'm just so happy that he could not say fill in, but take over that. You know, that slot there. So, and I'm sorry for what happened with Jade. We're going to have her in another show. Right. She was in one a couple years ago.
Was she?
She is really good there. So
again, Erie girl. Fantastic. Yeah.
And the other thing about it is Deanna Poole and Jade Leah Burns. I'm not sure this really matters, but it might. Both of those are beauty queens.
I did not know
Deanna Poole is Miss Bucks County.
Wow.
in 2022 or something like that. And Jade Leah Burns was Miss Erie.
Yes.
A few years ago. And
Wow.
she's very well versed on the theater and stage. She's
Yes.
very comfortable up there. We have Chris Peterson from Erie News now.
Okay.
Now, he is a director, and he also is a videographer. He does a lot of, I want to say, behind the scenes, but you don't see him too often there.
Okay.
Now, Chris has been in the Erie comedy circles. He was in the Erie's Funniest.
Oh.
Back in the late last year, he was in that. Big guy. Well, he's like 6'4" or something. Just a big guy.
Yeah.
But he's funny.
So it's kind of bringing in a ringer, because he does the comedy thing, right?
Yeah.
Again, like Lafferty. I mean, he's going to slay.
Oh God, yeah. That's a fact.
Right.
And we love it. That's what comedy is all about.
You want to keep people just
keep
going.
them laughing, and there's a person you may know. He's our MC for the show. I think you've had him on here a couple times. Dean Pepicello, Harbor Creek supervisor. Now
he's just so dry. He's not very funny at all.
No. I'll disagree with you on that one, Joel.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
No,
Dean and I have actually become very good friends with this, because when I was thinking about the show, I said, I need an MC. I don't want to MC the show. I'm going to produce it, but that's it. And I thought, I know a guy. That saying. And I thought of Dean Pepicello, because I was a supervisor. I was Mill Creek, and he was Harbor Creek.
Yeah.
And of course, his other voice arena, where he's at the ice arena or at the stadium, talk radio, and his career before then.
For sure.
He's well known in the community. And he's just a great guy up there. 100%. I can't say enough. I told Dean, if you ever decide not to do it, I'm not going to do the show anymore.
Wow. So he's been your MC for a while now?
He's been since the show started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. And a little side note, I usually make the schedule around him.
Okay.
But then there's another person, too. But I'll talk about that in a second. But here is the first time that we're doing this. State Representative Pat Harkins.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
State Pat Harkins. First of all, if you've been to an event with him, you want to go hang out with him, because it's going to be a good time. Okay, if you go to a party and Pat Harkins, hey, I'm coming over there, Pat. I'll be right there. He's just a riot.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool.
So this is the first time we're having a state representative in this.
That's very cool.
Usually we have local elected officials. And speaking of that, this guy it's been our perennial closer every year. Erie County Coroner Lyle Cook.
Oh my!
Yes.
Now,
you guys are giving me the thumbs up. He is hilarious.
Again, he's hilarious, but he's generally not on the air when he's so funny.
Yes.
It's usually the mics are off.
Oh yes, that's the whole thing, But
so that's a treat.
That is truly a treat, and he has been a part of the show since it started. Also,
that's awesome.
And because I've known of his reputation as being a funny guy, and when you get right down to it, you think about it. You think of his job and how professional he is in that there. And I'm not trying to get real. But it's the truth. He is truly a professional, and when they put the microphone to his face and he's talking about cause of death, and I'm thinking, how can a guy hold himself together on this, but he sees a lot of tragedy, but he brings so much positivity to the stage, and the jokes that he tells are just like, oh my God, Lyle, where did you come up with this one?
Yes, he could tell the stories.
And it's all observation. Is really what's comedy.
Yes.
It's just observations there, and. So anyway, it's going to be a great time as always.
And you're doing a set too.
Well, yeah, I introduce. I go up at the beginning, okay, and I just do a little bit. I talk about who's benefiting from it, and stuff like that. And then I call up Dean. Okay, and then Dean and I we jab each other a little bit, a little sparring, not sparring, but boxing with each other, shadow boxing, and. He always has fun on me, and I just, and that's fine. I'm good with that there.
Oh, yeah.
He'll show some picture of me from years ago, and things like that there. And but we work so well together, Dean and I do, on this. And like as I said, if he decided he didn't want to be part of the show, I think that's going to end the show, right. And same with Lyle,
So again, people need to jump on getting these tickets. What night of the week is that?
That's Thursday night. It's a week from tonight.
Okay. Wow.
And you get the tickets online. The tickets are $40. Proceeds benefit the upper room. Okay, so keep that in mind there. And you get the tickets online at kellersmagic.com or kellersmagic.com. www.
So again, to kind of pick your seat, you want to get there pretty early, right?
Right, or get tickets in advance.
Oh, okay,
and that's really would be the best thing to do.
Oh, are they assigned seats or
they're really not assigned? But if you have a group, put them together and stuff like that. You can do some. There's notes when you order your tickets online to say, hey, we'd like to have a table for 8. These are other people that are coming to it. I'll tell them to use my name or whatever, So
yeah, if you're hearing this, you really want to jump on this.
I believe you want to there, and we're getting more and more public notice out there.
Well, and again, if it's been selling out every year,
right? Yeah, it has.
The expectation is there, right?
Yeah, it is there, and I guarantee they're going to have a good time with this. Especially when you look at the lineup here, and I mean,
it's so fantastic of your leadership on this, John.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
I do it for 2 reasons. First of all, I love comedy, but that's not the important reason. It's the charity that it helps, and it's always the charities that need the most help, and it generally seems to be homeless. As you see it downtown here, you see it. You guys, know it.
Well, we're about to have a conversation about housing in just a half an hour. I mean, this is one of our predominant issues.
It is,
and so you're a positive force toward fixing things.
I'm trying to, at least a little part that I can do, and that is to keep the shelters open, keep the heat on in there, make sure they have coffee for the folks that hang out there, and it's there's so many homeless shelters that we have because there's that many homeless people.
So what is there, the website here? Or, kellersmagic.com.
Yeah.
Tickets $40, available online at Kellers Magic and Comedy Club, www.kellers, Kellars, magic.com.
Yeah.
I just know it's going to be a fabulous night
with
that lineup and your leadership.
Thank you. I appreciate that there. And, I'm always at the show, and even before the show, I'm looking for new people to be in the show here. And
he's dropping hints.
I'm dropping hints. I'm looking at a young lady who would probably do very well because she's a performer already.
100%.
She's a singer and stuff. You can do something I can't do. I can't sing. I can't tell jokes either.
Well, it's laughter in the limelight, and Chris Soule from Erie News Now, Deanna Poole, and Chris Pedersen, and Sean Lafferty, and Pat Harkins, Lyle Cook, the Dino, and you, of course, John.
Yeah.
John Groh, appreciate it very, very much, sir.
Thank you again for having me on there. I do sincerely appreciate it, and hope the word gets out there. I'm sure with the listeners that you have there, and if they have an interest in this, they'll be there.
Beautiful, beautiful. It is 13 in front of 4 o'clock. It's Talk Erie.